Hey everybody, Daniel here, and thank you for tuning in to this Pokemon challenge to see if I can beat Pokemon Fire Red using only a single Porygon. I think Porygon will make for an interesting challenge because Porygon is rare in these games and very underutilized. It can learn a wide variety of moves, but has bad speed, defense, and the only moves it learns with the same type attack bonus are Tackle and Tri-Attack. I'm going to say I can probably win this, but it's going to be difficult due to a lack of a good stab move. Stab on Hyper Beam would be great, but with low health and speed, I might not be able to survive recharging. Here's a look at Porygon against Gen 1 Pokemon in Fire Red. Porygon actually has pretty good base stats of 395. He's similar to Beedrill, Kadabra, and Charmeleon. He's a little better than middle of the road for stats, but it's his learned moves that really limit him. For this run, we can only use Porygon. We'll have to catch other Pokemon for HMs like Surf and Strength to advance, but we'll never use them in battle. We can give Porygon a held item like a berry, but we can't use items on him during battle like a potion. And please leave a comment below letting me know whether you think we can do this. We used the Universal Pokemon Randomizer to start the game with Porygon. Porygon isn't really similar to any of the starters, so we replaced Bulbasaur so our rival takes Charmander, since Charizard will be a very strong opponent. We have our very first rival battle, where Porygon tackles his Charmander, and Charmander scratches Porygon. And Porygon tackles his Charmander, and Charmander scratches Porygon. We repeat this exhilarating battle until Charmander goes down and we get some nice experience. We spend some time in Viridian Forest, grinding Porygon just to power him up a little bit before the next rival fight. We grind for about 20 minutes just so we can be similar in level to our rival, who has 2 Pokemon. After a couple of tackles, we defeat our rival and set forth to Pewter City. After Viridian Forest and a couple of trainers along the way, we face our first gym leader Brock. We're the same level as his Onix, so it should be a balanced battle. Psybeam easily takes care of Geodude, growing us to level 15, and out comes Onix. Onix misses Bind, and we just need 2 Psybeams to take down Brock and earn us the Boulder Badge. We battle against Team Rocket, working our way through Mount Moon, and battle Super Nerd Miguel, and get ourselves a shiny new Helix fossil. We take on Misty, the Cerulean City gym leader. First it has Staryu, and we're 9 levels stronger than it, so this should be an easy fight. We land a critical Psybeam and one-shot Staryu. Starmie completely outspeeds Porygon, landing a critical Wire Pulse, which also lowers us to less than half health and confuses Porygon. Naturally, Porygon hurts itself in confusion, and the second Wire Pulse finishes the battle in less than 20 seconds. I figured we just got bad luck, so we retried Misty. To be completely honest, this was one of the hardest battles throughout the entire run. It kept playing out exactly the same way. We never snapped out of confusion, we never got a critical hit, meanwhile Starmie landed a critical hit every single time, and was way faster. Plus we didn't have Thunderbolt yet. Eventually I just had to grind, then we came back at the point where we can endure a Wire Pulse, survive hurting ourselves in confusion, and last long enough to get off a few hits. After 8 attempts, and also 8 levels later, we come back for more. Since Staryu only uses Harden, I took the opportunity to use 3 agilities, so that way we can outspeed Starmie. We land a Psybeam and Staryu faints. Thanks to agility, we outspeed Starmie and attack first. Seriously, despite us being 17 levels higher than Starmie, it still would have been faster. We use our newly learned Tri-Attack, which gets the same type attack bonus, and thankfully crits, knocking out Starmie, earning us the Cascade Badge. Time for another rival battle. Out first is Pidgeotto, who goes down to a Psybeam, and we somehow land 4 critical hits in a row and take out all of our rivals' Pokemon. After making our way to Vermilion City and onto the St. Anne, we battle a bunch of trainers before running into our rival once again. Our rival opens with their usual Pidgeotto, but by this time our rival doesn't stand much chance. One Tri-Attack takes Pidgeotto down, and it's the same story for Raticate, Kadabra, and Charmeleon. The leveling up for Misty put us further ahead than I expected. With Lieutenant Surge's trash can switches, luck is not on our side. After a couple minutes we get through and face Surge. Tri-Attack clears through his electric Pokemon pretty easily, earning us our 3rd badge, the Thunder Badge. After a ton of trainers and hiking, we make our way to Celadon City. First stop is the man in the restaurant, who gives us the coin case. After almost 10 minutes straight of playing the slots, we finally hit a jackpot, triple sevens getting us a sweet 300 coin payout. After 40 minutes of playing, and selling items for cash, and cash for coins, we hit a couple more jackpots. We trade our 4,000 coins for TM13 for Ice Beam. Now we face the grass gym leader of Celadon City, Erica. First out is Victory Bell, who we one-shot with Tri-Attack. Next out is Tangela, and we take it out with a super effective Ice Beam. And finally, Vileplume also goes down to an Ice Beam, earning us the Rainbow Badge. We notice a Team Rocket grunt staring at a poster, and after he challenges us to a battle and loses, we inspect the poster revealing some stairs, and go to the Team Rocket hideout. In the Rocket hideout, we check their plans, and find the power point up, which will come in handy for the TM moves Porygon will have to learn. Team Rocket boss Giovanni waits for us in the basement of the Rocket hideout. Porygon is much stronger than Onix, so an Ice Beam takes it out. A super effective Ice Beam also takes down Rhyhorn. Kangaskhan holds on and we get bit, but a second Ice Beam puts her down too. With the Silph Scope Giovanni leaves behind, we can now revisit Lavender Town and ascend the Pokemon Tower. But first, at the department store, we sell a few TMs we won't be needing, as well as a ton of the items we picked up in the Rocket hideout. Plus, with the money we earned from Team Rocket, we go buy some Game Corner coins. With only a few more coins needed, we go and hit the slot machines, and thankfully in less than 60 seconds we hit a jackpot. Just 3 minutes, we hit another 300 coin jackpot, bringing us to 4,000 coins. We take our coins and go to the prize counter and purchase the TM for Thunderbolt. In Pokemon Tower, our rival decides to start a battle, of all places, right in the middle of a Pokemon cemetery. Nice. He sends out Pidgeotto, who goes down with a super effective Ice Beam. A brand new Gyarados comes out, and we nail it really hard with the Tri-Attack. Ice Beam is super effective against Execute, and Kadabra goes down to a strong Tri-Attack. Last up is Charmeleon, who goes down to a critical Psybeam. We defeat the ghosts of Pokemon Tower, allowing the Marowak to finally rest in peace. After an hour of liberating the Silph Company from Team Rocket, we run into our rival again. Like usual, we go straight to Ice Beam for Pidgeotto. Gyarados withstands a Tri-Attack, but a follow-up puts it down. We Tri-Attack Charizard, and he endures that and lowers our speed. He attacks first now and lowers our accuracy using Smokescreen, although, since Porygon's ability is to copy its opponent's ability, and it copied Pidgeotto since that was the first Pokemon in this battle, Pidgeotto's ability, Keen Eye, prevents accuracy loss, so Smokescreen does nothing. Charizard lands a strong Flamethrower, but we finish it off with another Tri-Attack. We land a super effective Ice Beam and take down Execute in one shot. Last out is Alakazam. He lands a Future Sight and we Tri-Attack him twice, getting the win. And this nice man is so happy we're saving him, he gives us a Lapras. Now, at the top of the building, we face Giovanni again. I forgot to heal up before this fight, but thankfully Psybeam and Ice Beam deal massive damage against his ground poison Pokemon. Kangaskhan hurts us a bit with Mega Punch, but also falls to an Ice Beam, just like Rhyhorn. Saffron City has 2 gyms, so we battle the fighting Pokemon trainer Black Belt Koichi first. Psybeam finishes Hitmonlee, and then we finish Hitmonchan as well. And Black Belt Koichi lets us walk out with a brand new Hitmonchan. We battle the psychic Pokemon gym leader Sabrina, who sends out her Kadabra first. Tri-Attack takes down Kadabra, and out comes Mrs. Mime. She survives an Ice Beam and is healed with a Hyper Potion, but a few more Ice Beams and she's down. Psybeam really hurts Venomoth, and out last is Alakazam. Surprisingly, it only takes 1 Tri-Attack, and we earn ourselves the Marsh Badge. We encounter the wild Snorlax and take him down with just a few Ice Beams. After the battle and looking for his leftovers, I totally forgot that we need the item finder to find the leftovers. It's back to the department store to buy some Great Balls, and after just under an hour, we finally have caught 30 Pokemon. Now Professor Oak's aid will give us the item finder, and we head back to where the Snorlax was defeated, to collect the leftovers to give to Porygon to restore a little bit of health during battle. After some cycling, we reach Fuchsia City and battle Koga, the poison-type gym leader. Using Psybeam, we take out Coughing. Koga restores Muk's health twice with Hyper Potions, but eventually falls to Psybeam. His next Coughing also goes down to Psybeam. And we Psybeam Weezing as well, defeating Koga, earning us the Soul Badge. And we surf over to the Seafoam Islands to tackle the first of the legendary birds. Now Articuno's Ice Beam is going to be way stronger than Porygon's, so it should really come in handy for the Elite Four. Except we said this is a Porygon only run. So a few Tri-Attacks and we unfortunately knock out the legendary Ice Bird. After working our way through the Pokemon Mansion for a key, we unlock Cinnabar Island Gym and face off against the Fire-type gym leader Blaine. Out first is Growlithe, and we use Psybeam to take it down. Ponyta is out and also falls down to a Psybeam. We use a Tri-Attack and one-shot Rapidash. Now surprisingly we outspeed Arcanine, the pseudo-legendary Pokemon known for its incredible speed. Tri-Attack only does about a third damage on him but freezes him solid. Naturally Blaine defrosts Arcanine and we land another hit. Just before the final blow, Blaine uses a Hyper Potion. After trying some Tri Attacks and absorbing a Fire Blast, we take it down. I'm just kidding, Blaine uses the Hyper Potion again. But thankfully, we land a critical Tri Attack and finish it, earning us the Volcano Badge. After a detour to the 3 islands, we reach Mount Ember's summit and battle Moltres. Again, it's so painful trying to purposely defeat a legendary in this game. We land 1 Tri Attack with critical hits, and that's all we needed to finish Moltres. Before our final gym battle, we take care of the final legendary bird Zapdos. We land a super effective Ice Beam, sadly putting Zapdos down. We arrive in Viridian City for our final gym badge against the ground-type gym leader Giovanni. With the side adventure of the islands, we're nearly twice the level of Rhyhorn, so 1 Ice Beam is all we need. And we just keep using super effective Ice Beams against his ground and poison Pokemon, earning us our 8th and final badge, the Earth Badge. With that, we set our sights on the Elite Four and Victory Road, but first one last rival fight. We outspeed Pidgeot and land an Ice Beam, taking it down. The same strategy of outspeeding and landing a super effective Ice Beam, we take down Rhyhorn and also execute. Out is Alakazam, and we also take it down one shot using Tri Attack. Tri Attack surprisingly doesn't one-shot Gyarados, but it burns it while it hits us with a weak Hydro Pump. Our rival surprisingly doesn't use a full restore, so one more Tri Attack finishes Gyarados off. Tri Attack does a good amount of damage, while Charizard lowers our speed. Charizard now attacks first and hits us with a Flamethrower, while we nail another Tri Attack. Our rival declines to heal Charizard, which is lucky for us, because we get burned by a second Flamethrower, but finish it with Tri Attack. Because of the Misty Gym battle, I had to do more grinding this run than I originally planned. Because of this, I ended up skipping all but 2 mandatory trainers in Victory Road, because I really wanted to show you all whether it is possible to beat the Elite Four at our current level. Porygon has leftovers to help restore health during the battles. He has incredibly high special attack too. Psybeam has been working pretty well, and has 20 power points, which was great for grinding because I didn't constantly run out of power points. So I waited until the last minute to switch it out for Psychic for when we really needed that firepower. We ended up switching Psybeam for Psychic and Tri Attack for Thunderbolt for a little better type coverage. We also used the power point ups that we've been collecting this run. We start the Elite Four with the first member, Lorelei the Ice Trainer. First out is her level 52 Dugong, and we trace Dugong's thick fat. I feel weird saying that. This is exactly why we learned our new move, and we hit her with a super effective Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt also puts Cloyster down. I was worried about Slowbro because of its high special defense, but we land a critical hit. Lapras just barely survives a Thunderbolt and confuses us. Lorelei hits Lapras with a full restore, but we fight through our confusion to use Thunderbolt and actually paralyze it. Naturally, Lorelei uses another full restore, and we hurt ourselves in confusion. Porygon manages to land a Thunderbolt, and we take a little damage from Surf. We snap out of our confusion and land the final Thunderbolt, finally taking Lapras down. We Thunderbolt Jinx, but Lovely kisses us and puts us to sleep, and lands an Ice Punch on us while we're napping. And Jinx lands 2 more shots while we're sleeping. Thankfully our leftovers keep us pretty healthy until we wake up and nail the final Thunderbolt. Next we move on to the Fighting type trainer Bruno. Ice Beam makes quick work of Onix because it's super effective. Hitmonchan doesn't stand a chance against Psychic, so we take it down in one shot followed by Hitmonlee. I don't think one Psychic would be enough for Machamp since his health went down so slowly, but we take him down because we landed a critical hit. Bruno sends out his final Onix and we take it out with an Ice Beam. The third Elite Four trainer is the Ghost type trainer Agatha. She sends out her Gengar first, but we take it down with a super effective Psychic. Golbat and all of her remaining Pokemon are at least part poison, so they don't stand a chance against a strong Psychic. Her final Gengar at level 58 outspeeds Porygon, but thankfully misses its Hypnosis or we could have been in trouble. We might have been able to get through the Elite Four with Psybeam. The Psychic was a free TM, so there was no reason not to use it. The final member of the Elite Four we face is Lance, the Dragon type trainer. He sends Gyarados out first, who takes 4 times normal damage from Electric, so Thunderbolt finishes it no problem. Aerodactyl outspeeds us, but a super effective Ice Beam puts it down. We heal a bit from our leftovers, and Lance sends out his strongest Pokemon, a level 60 Dragonite. Surprisingly, we outspeed Dragonite, and land an Ice Beam, which is 4 times normal damage since he's Dragon and Flying, so he didn't stand a chance. And we finish off both of his Dragonairs with a super effective Ice Beam. And just like that, we reach our final battle of the game against our rival. 6 Pokemon this time instead of 5, like the Elite Four each had. Pidgeot is up first and goes down with a single super effective Ice Beam. Alakazam sets up a light screen and we take him out with a critical Thunderbolt, although a non-critical hit probably would have taken him down too. A super effective Ice Beam takes down Exeggutor, and then we also take down Rhydon. Gyarados is out but stands no chance against a 4-time super effective Thunderbolt. Finally, level 63 Charizard, and it outspeeds us to land a decent Fire Blast, taking about half of our health before barely surviving a super effective Thunderbolt. I think because of the Citrus Berry, it healed Charizard's health just enough that our rival didn't use a Hyper Potion. If it weren't for the berry, he probably would have. Charizard outspeeds us and lands another Fire Blast, taking us to dangerously low health, but we land the final Thunderbolt we needed and put him away. And now we watch as our Porygon gets inducted into the Hall of Fame. This run actually ended up being a little easier than I thought, mostly because I thought we'd need to use a lot of tactic, and we need to use moves like Hyper Beam and Recover. Because we had to get a level advantage over Misty, we carried that advantage throughout the entire run, and Porygon had some great type coverage thanks to the TMs. Let me know in the comments if there's any challenges you would like to see me do for you. Thanks for watching!